Hello. I discovered conversation analysis thanks to my supervisor, Professor Patrick Synnen at the University of Luxembourg in Educational Sciences. The study of talk and interaction, the field that explores how we communicate and understand each other. As Elizabeth Stokoe, a British professor of social interaction, writes, we spend much of our days talking. We know little about the conversational engine that drives our everyday lives and are pushed and pulled around by language far more than we realize. So why should we analyze talk? We live in a world of words, but sometimes it can feel like a war of words. Imagine this. You are chatting with a friend. Why is it that sometimes the conversation is nice and easy and sometimes it feels like you're speaking different languages? Conversation analysis looks at the structure, patterns, and the dynamics of our conversations to uncover the rules that shape our interactions. One model of conversation is used worldwide by over 7 million. It is called consultation. Available to anyone, it is today practiced by Baha'is and their friends. As a member of the Bahá'í community, I was looking for a tool that could look at this model. And this is what my research is about. I have taken conversation analysis as the lens with which to study the Bahá'í model of consultation. Let me give you a glimpse of what Bahá'í is and how their model of consultation looks like. The teachings of the Bahá'í faith inspire individuals and communities as they work to improve their own lives and contribute to the advancement of civilization. The present state of human affairs is seen as a natural stage in an organic process that will lead humanity to its collective maturity with one social order. Bahá'í beliefs include topics such as the harmony between science and religion and the dynamics of the relationships that are to bind together individuals, communities, and institutions. One of the main tools Baha'is use to translate these teachings into reality and action is consultation. So what does consultation look like? Participants that consult together care for each other. Meetings start usually with a few minutes of mindfulness. It can be a prayer or a piece of music with a breathing exercise. Participants start on the basis of unity and seek to increase this throughout the meeting. They share their views freely and sincerely appreciate the contributions made. They seek to build consensus and put a lid on the struggle for power, because authority and power is given to the group, not the individual. There is no need to win, because no one owns the ideas and no one needs to defend them. Participants see collaboration, not competition, as the way to resolve difficulties. Outspoken divisions, hate threats, and abusive language have become normal ways to express ourselves. To break this cycle of anger and attack, consultation offers a way out with a framework that puts the collaborative search for truth at the center of their concerns. Consultation is a process that is inclusive and encourages more voices to join the conversation. It is not about making compromises, but the desire to find principles on which agreement can be made. A useful contribution is to focus on what might be the best possible future for humanity as we face global challenges. By using conversation analysis, we understand now clearly how we communicate. This helps improve our relationships, resolve conflicts, and design better technology. Now let's look at the three key concepts of turn-taking, repair, and non-verbal cues. You have noticed how we take turns when speaking. Conversation analysis explores how we signal the end of our turn and pass the floor to someone else. These subtle cues enable smooth and efficient conversations. At times, we repair our interactions. We've all experienced moments when we stumble over our words or misunderstand each other. It is through clarification, repetition, and laughter that we repair these communication breakdowns. From facial expressions to body language, non-verbal signals play a crucial role in conveying meaning and understanding. So far, I have contacted 103 groups that practice consultation and asked them if they would be willing to record a few of their consultations for my research. 7 groups have already sent me one or more recordings. I looked at all of them, and one consultation lasting about 30 minutes I looked at in great detail at the video recording, did a full transcription, and parts of it I have transcribed in further detail, showing intonations and pauses. I presented the data during a PhD course in Norway and a workshop in qualitative methods in Berlin this year. I continue my close analysis of the data and identify relevant patterns. I now need to formulate a research question with a rationale for it and determine what is distinctive about Bahá'í consultation. For now, let me give you 2 examples of what conversation analysis has been able to uncover. First example. When people call up companies to buy things, in the case of Stokoe's research, new windows and doors, the call is mostly about what the caller wants. But the company also would like to know how the caller heard about them. After all, they are spending money on advertising. Analyzing conversations has shown that when salespeople ask the caller right at the start, "How did you hear about us?" it is followed by a long silence, which we know indicates trouble. But when they wait just before the end of the call and ask, "Just before you go, would you mind telling me where you heard about us?" they get an immediate answer. It's helpful to be aware of these insights. It enables companies to optimize their calls. Second example, here Stokoe has worked with mediation services that help people in a dispute with their neighbor, partner, or colleague. By analyzing hundreds of calls between mediators and their potential clients, it became clear that some callers don't really want mediation. They want a lawyer or the police to arrest the other party. Mediation has been their last possibility, and many reject it on the basis that the other party is the kind of person who won't mediate. So the call is over and the client is lost. By applying conversation analysis, it became clear that when mediators asked people if they would be willing to mediate, even resistant callers agreed to try the service. Willing was far more effective than asking, "Might you be interested in mediation?" As we play the talking game, you now hopefully get a taste for uncovering some of the rules. We see better how we are pushed and pulled around by language, even our own. My research only started and looks at the practice of Bahá'í consultation that promises to be like a guiding lamp and provides understanding, putting the lid on the struggle for power because power is given to the group. I hope that maybe a few of you will now consider talk differently and the conversations and discussions in all your social spaces. Conversation analysis has the power to transform the way we interact with others. towards a more inclusive society.